So I'm here to talk about what is happening. I think there's a lot of manufactured fear, manufactured anxiety, state of hopelessness peddled by bloggers, peddled by TikTokers. Actually, those are the two main kind of like weaponized platforms where the people who you have been saying are together with you in the revolution or in the movement are suddenly now the people. Please, the government has bought out everyone. So the people whom you trust, the people whom you believe, the people whom you came to associate with the movement have now turned and are now saying that, oh, Ruto is undefeatable. If he was a confident person who was going to win the elections, he wouldn't be arresting bloggers, extrajudicially killing whatever dissenters. You wouldn't be buying all of you social media users to manufacture the semblance of invincibility. We know strength when we see it. You wouldn't be running to buy everyone, his opponents. The former president is in his camp. The entire opposition is in his camp. Even the ones who are masquerading as united opposition, they are now crying that they no longer have government security. Oh, so they've been having government security all along. And were they opposition? People who have state security, were they opposition? People who have government drivers. Do you know some of the people you are calling now united opposition? Their cars are still fueled by the government. You must understand, you must know when people are bullshitting you. It's time to use your mental faculties individually. Stop listening to bloggers. Stop listening to TikTokers. Now understand that everyone has been bought. It's you to see the evolution of the propaganda and to know I won't be party. I won't escalate. I won't retweet. I won't engage with this content because I will only be amplifying it inadvertently. You're telling us, I don't know what. Kenyans cannot be helped. Has anyone asked for your help? You have seen it wise that you're going to use your clout to sell fear, to sell defeatist narratives about an election that we were not involved in. We are not members of any of those political parties. You go there, people are bribed. Obviously, you cannot out-bribe the government. A government that is keen on maintaining optics. A government that is panicking, that has bought everyone in the government, in the opposition, the former president, it has bought everyone. The civil society, the Law Society of Kenya, you saw Faith Odhiambo in State House. You have seen all of these. And you still expect that they will play fair. Now, the opponents, the united oppositions, they had no ideology. Because the only way you can defeat money is by ideology. They have no ideology whatsoever. They are only going there because they fell out with Ruto. And because they were cut from some deals. Oh, I was supposed to get these business deals. That's all. That's their main axe to grind. It's not, they did not leave Ruto because they ideologically differed. Or they stumbled into an ideological epiphany. They did not have a Damascus moment. Somebody like Gachagua was still in denial. He was still fighting his impeachment. He even had to fake his sickness to go to Karen Hospital. He was in denial. Meaning if Ruto did not impeach him, the guy would still be there, licking his feet. So these guys, they are devoid of any ideological grounding, substance or material. They are trying to compete with the government in the arena of bribes. What do you expect? Government has been stealing all the money they've been stealing. They're waiting to unleash it at the last minute at such opportunistic times. You, as part of the movement, you as a progressive, conscientious majority of Kenyans, you had no stake in these elections. You were not emotionally invested. So they connecting Gachagua's loss as if it's your loss. Gachagua is not your father. Gachagua is not your uncle. Why are you being made to feel Oishe for an idiot you're not even related to? Says Panyako, there is no way he can be an alternative in any election. He's a thug. There's no difference. In fact, when he was undermining the nurses' plight, he was on the payroll of the government. So this was a mock cockfight between two wings of the government, Kenya Kwisha A and Kenya Kwisha B. How is that our problem? We have our own objectives, which is civic education. We are learning a lot every day. There is now an Oxfam report which has said that 125 Kenyans own more wealth than 43 million Kenyans. Those are the things which are keeping us up at night. Not fucking Gachagua. Who the fuck is Gachagua? I'm asking you again, who the fuck is Gachagua, that he loses an election because of his own stupidity? Now I'm made to bear the brunt of his electoral losses, and I'm having here fucking bloggers saying, Kenyans cannot be helped. Did we ask for your help? We are busy trying to learn the source of our oppression, and you're trying to make it look like Gachagua is our leader. Their loss is their loss. If they are unable to campaign, if they are unable to ride the wave of anti-Ruto sentiment, that's their shit. It doesn't reflect on me as a person. I don't know why the media, I don't know why the bloggers, I don't know why the TikTokers suddenly want to connect us to the plight of the united opposition, which clearly has nothing to offer. And I celebrate the people who saw in between two thugs. Let's stick with this thug that we know. Because these are two sets of thugs. And we are giving, the people on Mbere, we are giving them sleepless nights, we are giving them grief. Who was the alternative? The entire media cartel was just foisting one whatever. Now, the Mbere people, we can blame them for one thing, for concentrating on the narrative of a two-horse race. Because there is an MCA somewhere who was an independent candidate who has won the election. Now, those are the stories I want to hear. An independent candidate going against the wave of the two major political outfits, that's a story to tell. It means that civic education is working in some places. So it's not all doom and gloom. You listen to Morara there is saying, I'm calling Didi. Who the f*** is Morara? Morara got his pay. Morara resigned. Nobody gives a shit about you. Go and open your furniture, whatever store and whatever. You do your business. You already made your cash. I'm told there is somebody called Boyd who is 26 years old. He was in Kasipul. He made a good showing of himself. Those are the stories that we should be amplifying. How do we add baking powder on that Boyd who became, I think, second runners-up? I think he was number 3 or something. How do we then add baking powder and make him number 1? Those are the stories we should be talking about. Ruto will win. Ruto will steal. We already know he's going to do that. What are you doing? You think you are telling us something new? You think you are the one who has discovered that water is wet? Save the drama for your baby mama. Tell those cock and bull stories to your hood rats. This was not our election. The political parties involved were not connected to us. Their loss has no bearing to our agenda. We are still continuing to learn, to understand how we got to this mess, because it didn't just come overnight. Their mistakes are not ours. We have better things to do. So bloggers who have been hiding behind the revolution, pretending that they are revolutionary but are slowly pushing government agenda, we can see through. Please save us your crap. If you're going to talk about the loss, Bere and all those other constituencies, talk about them in the context of DCP. Don't tell us. Was there a Gen Z rallying call? Was there a movement rallying call? No. So discuss about DCP losing. Why did DCP lose? Because DCP and the government are the same thing. Now, if they were unable to engineer and execute a good campaign, how is that related to me? Now, Kenyans, we have to stop tolerating bullshit from bloggers and TikTokers who are masquerading as part of the movement so they can try and pacify and push their own state-sponsored narratives, selling fear. We can sense strength. And strength does not come from people pushing reverse psychology analogies. It comes from people wielding power, people being loved, not people buying votes. So me, I don't see any winner or loser. I don't see any problem. Me, because I was not invested in those by-elections. Now, others were invested because it was giving them views and retweets and reposts and what. Me, I was not involved. Me, I don't care. Me, if you look at my content, here I'm continuing with civic education every day. I have to liberate 844 idiots from the stupidity of their parents. Stop being fucked in the head by government bloggers. Stop being fucked in the head by TikTokers. You have to stop bearing the brunt of DCP's and United Opposition's losses. Those are their losses. That is their political capital. That is not your awareness. That is not your civic determination. That is not the revolution that we worked on from June 2024. We still remain leaderless, tribeless, partyless, even religiousness.